So here I am in the back of my van. I just woke up from a nap, and I have it. It's a foam mat. It's super comfy. It's beautiful. And I went out to the college this morning, and we sent the fireball contestants off, and I was part of the filming, and I got to take pictures for the mayor, and then I got to all the people saw me from yesterday because we had the event yesterday, and yeah, it's an amazing opportunity that I just was part of. A television show came to our hometown, and I somehow ended up on the coordination team. I just followed the intuition of what my life was unraveling to be, and that's how I ended up in this. And so yeah, what happened was I actually was out west. I backpacked across the country and stayed out in Oregon last year, came back for Christmas this year. Got tonsillitis on January 2nd, and I was in bed for about 23, 24 days, straight in bed. I honestly thought I might be dying, and my whole life out there collapsed, and I wasn't well until weeks later still. So after we had that big snowstorm, I went to the visitor center in my hometown, and I was like, hey, here's who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here, and I'm happy to help you guys. I've been in so many cities, and if you know Lebanon, Pennsylvania, then you know it needs something. It's missing a lot of community. And I was like, I'm just happy to help. 100, and I was pure in my intention just to help the city. And they're like, well, there's a TV show coming up in September, and I'm like, a TV show? So they're like, yeah, if you wanna help out with that, that'll be cool. And at this point, it was early March maybe, and so I said, well. Yeah, I have to go back to Oregon, clean up my stuff. I went out there, came back in May, and I was like, hey, I'm back and I want to help out. And she's like, well, you missed the meeting. It was this morning, and all the positions are filled but two. So I'm looking at the paper as she's talking to me, and I say, art show and car show coordinator. Well, I've held 3 of those at my family's restaurant. And she looks at me and goes, those are the only 3 positions we don't have held, and slid the papers closer. I just said 3. I meant 2. Yeah, so it's just amazing. And then so I just fell into place, proper formation. I mean, who am I, a traveler? Got rid of almost everything, started traveling the country, didn't have very much. I came back with even less than I went out with last year, pretty much, except a lot of stories and projects to work on. So here I am, stopped, and falling into place perfectly with a TV show in my hometown, and I was just happy to give. And I mean, probably between 15 to 40 hours, depending on the weeks and how much promotion was going to happen, and trying to get vendors and calling and emailing and texting, and all sorts of people, musicians and stuff. And my heart was fully in making this Fireball run a success. And it's like a TV show with a whole bunch of millionaires and some celebrities that drive around the country raising awareness for missing children, and they chose Lebanon out of all the cities in the area to come to. And I was like, I can't imagine a better opportunity for me to help my hometown than to get involved with this TV show. So I spent the last couple months fully invested in it. I could have done some things a little bit better, like the vendors. I could have maybe started or just persuaded people better or something. I don't know what. The day was amazing. Yesterday was incredible, and I waited months and months for it, and I felt emotions I never ever felt before, and I did magic tricks for him. They talked to me. The one guy gave me one of his racing pins, and it's just incredible. My first meeting I walked into, oh, we're having a Fireball Run meeting. Come meet us here. And I walked in, and it's the mayor, the chief of police, the president of the colleges in the area, and the chamber of commerce people, and all these different a CLA guy. It's just amazing. And I'm like, whoa, and here I am in a shredded tie-dye shirt. I just rode my bike there with something thrown over, just looking around what am I doing here? And it's just I didn't make sense, but I just was quiet. And then they said that, oh, well, Katie's here to do this. And I took it serious as my project. It was my piece to give back to the city. And yesterday was incredible. The city was shut down on a Tuesday. And if you know Lebanon, Pennsylvania, it's a super small town, hardly any community. And people try, but it's they fight each other. And I just felt like I could be this unifying force somehow. And, I'm happy to help. And it's just awesome. And I don't even know how. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm involved in it. And I never thought I'd be doing this now. So, yeah, I have all these ideas that I'm excited to share with the city now that this big event is over, and we prepared months and months for it. And it's a huge, beautiful effort by the team. I mean, it took so much to get this whole thing orchestrated, and it went almost flawlessly. But it was like all the teams were so impressed with our little city, and it was just such an honor to be able to say I helped with this. I helped a huge piece in the promotion of this, and yeah, I did everything I could, honestly, and I can say that and feel completely satisfied with my involvement. And I'm going to take all these lessons from this because I've learned so much. And I'm going to apply it to my life and my projects because I've been held accountable for my own actions at this point under nobody's thought except just the success of the event, which happened yesterday, and it was amazing. So I just wanted to say how thankful I am to have been able to be involved in such a massive orchestration for the city, and I'm so ready for more good energy to keep flowing like that. Yeah, today, like, all the people were in their cars like, "Hey, Katie, what's up?" And they like knew my name, and I mean, I felt emotions I've never felt before, and it's like some sort of like a pride mixed with the dissolving feeling of hopelessness. Like the city's had a lot of hopeless people that have given up, and I felt as if we could be at that pivot point, and I have helped with that. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know how else to describe the emotion than that, and I just could not get the smile off my face. Not that I should, but it's great. I'm at a great point, and we could be at a great pivot point for this city too. So thank you for watching, and thank you everybody for supporting and coming out to the event. It was powerful, it was amazing, and it helps to find missing children, so hopefully most of those kids can return to their families. And and the amazing dinner afterwards. I got to like go dancing with all these awesome people. It's just such a great event. I met an astronaut today. Finally, like I've been wanting to meet one for my whole life, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. So thank you.